Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so chicos, we're going to do a quick repaso of comparisons and superlatives. This is from section 8.3 in your book. Okay, so there's two types of comparisons. The two types of comparisons. We have comparisons of igualdad, or equality, and comparisons of desigualdad, inequality. So in comparisons of equality, you're saying A is equal to B. So I am as smart as you are. The dog is as nice as the cat. They are equal. They're both the same amount of niceness. Yes? Then you have the comparisons of inequality where A is not equal to B. You might be saying this could be she is smarter than he is. Okay? We are faster than they are. Okay? Or we are slower. Okay? So in English, when we're doing comparisons of inequality, comparisons of desigualdad or inequality, in English a lot of the times we use ER at the end of it. We say, I'm taller than Mrs. Sheldon. Okay? Mrs. Sheldon is shorter than Mrs. Ruddock. Yes? In Spanish, how would you translate both of those two sentences? Because you can't, there is no ER to just add to it like there is in English. So what do you do in Spanish? Instead of saying Miss Ruddock is taller than Miss Sheldon, you would say
she is more tall.
Okay, Miss Ruddock is more tall than Miss Sheldon. And instead of saying Miss Sheldon is shorter or less tall than I could say she is, yeah, you could say either more short than, she is shorter than, or you could say less tall than. Yeah? So more or less. Okay? So for inequality, you're either going to use más or menos, and más needs to have an acento, more or less, okay? And then it's going to be followed by either an adjective, a noun, or an adverb. An adjective, a noun, or an adverb. Now, don't forget, we just learned adverbs, and in Spanish, they usually end in what? What do adverbs end in? They end in ly in English. What do they end in Spanish?
Mente.
Mente. However, remember we had that whole list of adverbs that were adverbs that could go before, and they were like different ones? Like especially tarde and temprano. What are tarde and temprano? Late and early. And mal and bien? Bad and what? Well. Bad and well. ¿Cómo se dice good? Bueno. Bueno, buenas, buenos. Buenas. Yeah? Okay? So those kind of adverbs are what you're going to often see in comparisons, at least on the test for right now. So, first of all, I just want us to practice our comparisons of inequality. Comparisons of inequality. So, example number 1, I want to see on your whiteboards, there are fewer boys than girls. There are fewer boys than girls. There are fewer boys than girls. And what's your verb going to be for there is or there are? I. It's a form of haber. I.
Wait, there's more boys than girls.
Mm-hmm. Nice. You can rest your elbows on the desk. Okay, there are fewer boys than girls. Okay? Hay menos chicos que chicas. Hay menos chicos que chicas. So, there are less boys than girls, was our sentence here. And hay menos, what is chicos? Is that an adverb, an adjective, or a noun? Noun. It's a noun, okay? Okay, let's do the next one. He is lazier than the cats. He is lazier than the cats.
How do you say lazy?
Lazy. ¿Cómo se dice lazy? Flojo. Flojo or perezoso. Flojo or perezoso. Yeah, aburrido is bored. But I'd be happy to write flojo up here if you would like. Would you like me to do that? Would that be helpful? Okay. Either flojo or perezoso. Perezoso. Okay, I love to see that your L has an acento over it. Él es más flojo que los gatos. Él es más flojo que los gatos. We're okay? All right, next one. There are more than 30 tourists on the bus. Now, everybody pause for 1 second. Ojos aquí, por favor. Remember, whenever we have menos de or más de followed by a number, okay, whenever you have más or menos followed by a number, it's going to go with de instead of que. Whenever you have más or menos followed by a number, it's going to go with de. Instead of saying menos que, you're going to say menos de. So, there are more than 30 tourists on the bus. So don't say más que. Nice. So we have hay más de 30 turistas en el autobús. ¿Hay preguntas? Any preguntas? Yes.
Where's the accent on 30?
30 no tiene acento. No.
That's good to know.
Turistas. T-U-R. Tur. If you spelled it like we do in English, it would be touristas. Touristas. You want touristas. Okay, next one. Jay-Z has more cars than Miss Ruddock. Jay-Z has more cars than Miss Ruddock. And if you really want to challenge yourself, a level 2, you could say, Jay-Z has more cars than Miss Ruddock, and they're nicer. And they are nicer than Miss Ruddock. Okay, notice this time we're looking at más plus a noun. He has more cars than. Don't forget your verb. Jay-Z has more cars. He has. He has more cars. That's the command.
How do you say nice in that tense?
Eso más,
Could you just say bonito?
más valorosos. We could say that, more valuable. Valorosos. Or más chulos, they're cooler than hers. Yeah. They are more fabulous. Now, son or están? We're talking about the physical description of it. Okay. Yay! What needs to come before señorita, Ruddock? I'm totally a señorita.
I don't know how to spell that.
S-N-R-T-A. S-N-R-T-A. Okay? Muy bien.
Snarta.
So we should have Jay-Z tiene más coches. Jay-Z tiene más coches que, and I love that she remembered her la señorita Ruddock because before señor, señora, señorita, we need a L or a la in front of them, right? Okay? If you wanted to say and, they are cooler than hers. Y son más chulos. Y son más chulos or más chidos?
Would it be quesos?
Que sus coches. Exactly, than her cars. Lola buys less clothes than Diego. Lola buys less clothes than Diego. Now, think about the word for clothing in Spanish. Is it ever plural? Lola buys less clothes than Diego. And actually, we should be practicing in the preterite. Would be a good idea. Muy bien. That would be she buys less clothes for him than Diego buys for her. You don't need the lay.
Oh.
Lola compra menos ropa que Diego.
Oh, I put Rico. Oops.
Oh,
I
sorry,
said
it's okay.
Rico.
Okay, Diego. So this one we had buys plus a noun again, right? Buys less plus a noun, so menos plus a noun. Now we're going to look at Duke won more games than UNC. Duke won more games than UNC. Won, past tense. Is Duke singular or plural? The team of Duke. The team of Duke. How many teams are there?
One.
One, so it should be singular. Duke won.
One.
To wit, we have ganar and perder. Ganar. Muy bien. Muy bien. Más. No, that's the game. That's the word for board games. How do you say like sports events games? Yeah. Okay. Perfecto. So we have Duke ganó más partidos que UNC. Duke ganó más partidos que UNC. ¿Todo bien? Más o menos? Yeah? Okay, next thing I'd like us to look at. Now we're going to look at comparisons of equality. Comparisons of equality or igualdad. These mean the two are equal, right? Okay, this one you're going to use tan plus either an adjective or an adverb plus como. Tan plus an adjective or an adverb plus como. Now, when you are, let's just start so the food at Olive Garden is as delicious as Pizza Hut. Or as tasty as Pizza Hut. Don't use delicioso. I want you to try to remember that other word that we know.
What was the sentence again?
The food, it's on the board
Oh.
right underneath igualdad. The food at Olive Garden is as delicious as Pizza Hut.
You forgot an A after the A for, and not an A but an S for as. The first as is
Oh,
to say.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Is as. Thank you very much. As delicious. And if you really wanted to be like super complete, you could say the food at Olive Garden is as delicious as the food in Pizza Hut if you really wanted to go crazy, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, the food on the way to Olive Garden is as good as Pizza Hut, or the food in Olive Garden? Ser or a star for this one? Ser, we are describing. Okay, check your adjective. Does it agree? Adjectives go after and they have to agree. Yep. La comida. La comida de Olive Garden or la comida in Olive Garden es tan sabrosa, because it has to agree with
Would Rico work?
comida. Rico wouldn't work, but what would work? Rica. Rica. Como Pizza Hut. Todo bien? Okay, let me see the next one. Giada cooks as well as Emerald. Two chefs from Food Planet, Food Network, whatever. Giada cooks as well as Emerald. Don't tell me she cooks as good as. Cocinar.
Yeah.
Cocinar. Because cocina is the kitchen, right? So, I like tan buena, so. It is, yeah. Tan bien, como. The book has tan bien, como, Emerald. I would probably tend to put tan buena como emerald, but because the book did it, we'll do it either way. Tan bien como emerald, tan buena como emerald. Muy bien. Any questions on equality with these? Okay. The other kind of equality that we have are when we're talking about nouns. Okay, and when we're talking about nouns, you have to use either tanto, tanta, tantos, or tantas. Okay, and depending on whether your noun is singular or whether your noun is plural, it will determine which of these you use. And when are you going to use tanto versus tanta? Is it
Feminine or masculine?
whether the noun is feminine or masculine, right? Okay, so let's practice the first formula. Gabriela has as much money as Bill Gates. Gabriela has as much money as Bill Gates. Gabriela has as much money as Bill Gates. Check your phone off too near there. Nice. Nice. Muy bien. So you can't use tan. You can only use tan if it's an adjective or an adverb. You can't use tan if it's followed by a noun. Okay. Gabriela tiene tanto dinero como Bill Gates. Gabriela tiene tanto dinero como Bill Gates. ¿Todo bien? Okay, next one. Teens and teens. This is a vocab word from chapter 7. How do you say teens? Or adolescents?
Adolescents, yeah.
Adolescentes. Or how could you say like young people?
Huevos?
Los jóvenes, we could say that. Los jóvenes.
Oh, those are cakes. No.
Los adolescentes or los jóvenes, young people, eat as much food. Food is our noun. So you can't use tan, you have to use tanto or tanta. As an elephant. An elephant is elefante in Spanish. Elefante, which we remember from our video. Teens eat as much food as an elephant.
So you got covered by the
Muy bien. Check your, do you want to use tanto? Okay, nice. Elefante, there's no PH in Spanish, it's just phonetic, it's an F. Now, if it's los jóvenes, your verb also needs to be plural, so los jóvenes comen. Guys? No. Tanta comida como un elefante. Tanta comida como un elefante. Does como need an accent on any of these? No, because we're not asking a question. We're saying as. Okay?
Does it mean how fast?
Mm-hmm. It can be. Next one. Now let's practice some of our plurals. Alfredo ate. Past tense. Alfredo ate as many bananas as a monkey. Alfredo ate as many bananas as a monkey. Alfredo ate as many bananas as a monkey. Nice, good job. Un mono. Mono. Mono is a hand. Mono is a monkey.
And monkeys have
Okay.
Sorry about my writing.
Actually, that would be one option. Does anyone know? There we go. Wait, he ate. Not he eats, he ate. All right, here we go. Remember, we are recording this. It's going on YouTube for those of you who are having side conversations. Let's not do that.
I was asking what bananas, but
Okay, so we have two options, actually. Alfredo comió tantas bananas. You could say tantas bananas como un mono chido. He said un mono chido.
Cool monkey.
As a cool monkey. He ate as many bananas as a cool monkey. Okay, as opposed to an uncool monkey. Or we have Alfredo comió tantos platanos. Platanos is the other word for bananas that we learned in our book. Platanos are technically plantains, but our book uses that word for bananas also. Similar to a... Como un mono. Not weird. Okay. Preguntas. Are there any preguntas?
Is there an enye in
No.
platanos?
No enye. Platanos. Sarah prepared as many, and don't make fun of my spelling in English. I didn't know how to spell it. It's a French word. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors
I
d'oeuvres.
say horse de boer.
Yeah. That would have probably helped.
There's like.
There's a
Hors d'oeuvres.
over the D.
We'll just do this.
There's an accent over the D.
Wait.
I don't know how to say it in English, but I can spell it in Spanish. They come between the meals, remember? Entre meses. Entrevistas or interviews? Entre meses.
Oh, claro.
She prepared. Preparar is an AR verb, so check your ending for your preterite ending. Nice. As the chef or the cook. Remember, cocinar is to cook. Cocinero is a cook. Cocina is the kitchen. All related works. Entre meses. That's interviews. Is it followed by a noun or an adjective?
Horse.
Yep, so you gotta use tonto, tonta, tonto. Entre meses. Make it plural. Entre meses. Because entre mes ends in a consonant, so you have to add
Oh,
yes.
yeah. I meant to do that.
Okay, Sara preparó tantos entremeses como el cocinero. Sara preparó tantos entremeses como el cocinero. Bien? Is this helping?
Yes.
Yeah, is this okay? All right, now the last thing I want to do is we're going to go back and forth between comparisons and superlatives. Okay, comparisons and superlatives. So superlatives in Spanish, I don't think we have this written down. Superlatives, remember, are your super dupers, right? Your super dupers. So superlativos is like your super duper. And how do you make something super duper? Okay, you add an isimo or isima, right? Or isimos or isimas.
Is it Isma or Isma?
What did I put? Oh, sorry. Isimo or isima. Thank you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start first. And comparison number 1, you're going to do both of these. Okay? I woke up later than you, and this is preterite. I woke up. ¿Cómo se dice to wake up? Despertar se. Despertar se. I woke up later than you, and you're also going to write down you woke up earlier than me. I want to see both of those comparisons. Please, por favor. I woke up later than you, and you woke up earlier than me. Now, we're not doing our super dupers right now. Right now, we're just doing comparisons. These are our comparisons. Is this a comparison of inequality or equality? Inequality. Nice. That's I rested. Despertarse. Despertarse. than I did. Despertar, say, is an AR verb, so check your ending on that preterite ending. Okay, and if it's a preterite tense and AR verb, okay, we have repite todos. Yo me desperté. Oh, that was super sad. Repite. Yo me desperté. Okay. Más tarde que tú, more later or more late than you. Okay. Y tú te despertaste. It's an aste, right? Despertaste más temprano que yo. Que yo. ¿Todo bien? Okay, now, I want you to say, I woke up super duper late. You woke up super duper early. You don't necessarily need to erase everything. I woke up super duper late, and you woke up super duper early. This is your superlative. Really close. Check your spelling on temprano. Temprano.
Yeah.
Just look at desperté. You have that. You can fix that for me. Nice. Okay, so we have two options. Me desperté tardísimo or now. Two, and what we need a te here. Oops, that's an e. Te despertaste tempranísimo. Yeah? These are our superlatives. Are we okay with those? Okay, now let's go. I want you to say, I woke up the latest of all of them, and you woke up the earliest of all of them. Everybody pause for un momentito. When we have our est in English, you woke up the, I woke up the latest, and you woke up the earliest. Okay? This isn't that you just woke up super duper late. This is the absolute supreme, you were the latest one. Yes? So your formula for those, okay, is going to always have either a definite article, it'll have lo, la, los, or las, and then más, or lo, la, los, las, and menos would be the least, right? And then your adjective afterwards. So, I woke up the latest. Let me see, I woke up the latest. Oh, it isn't. Why do I have LS lo más bonito? LS lo más bonito. Uh-oh, we better look that up. I might be teaching that wrong. LS el más bonito, LS lo más bonito. I know, it's on video. It's okay, I'm human. El más, it's low. I like low better. I don't know why. We'll look that up. Good job. I'm so glad that we did this.
Just over your smart class.
Me desper. And try the next one. You woke up the earliest. And I said that you is actually, we're talking to a girl here for this you. And there's a reason we would need that. You're right, it's going to be L.
Can't change me.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Thank you guys very, very, very much for catching that. It isn't going to be low, it's going to be L.
Were you teaching your first period? Or
No,
your first
this is
Spanish
the-
one class?
No. Yeah, I've been doing DOPs with my Spanish 1 class a lot. Okay, so I woke up the latest. What do we have? I woke up the latest. Okay, now this sentence is going to depend on whether you're a boy or a girl, right? A girl may despertar la más tarde. Okay? Or for a boy, yo me desperté el más tarde. El más tarde, right? And on the you, I told you it was a girl. You woke up earlier than me. So te despertaste la más temprano. Bien? Are we okay so far? Aside from me messing you up? Let's look at the next one. Oh, we actually did all 3 of those. We're good. Okay, total bien?
See.
All right. Adios.